me. But here's another one that I don't like. It's like when you're friends with someone, because I'm the kind of person, like, if I'm friends with someone, I'll also introduce you to my other friends. Like, it's not a big deal to me because I don't have anything to hide. You know what I'm saying? And then let's just say, like, that person you were friends with and that person you were friends with, they're friends right now. So whatever. To me, it's like whatever. I ain't got nothing to hide. And for some reason, you stop talking to this person, and then you, like, you know, like, now those two are trying to be, like, super buddy, like, super best friends, and you know they talking about you. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, really? Like, that's the ish I don't like. And I'm like, all right, I see you. Go ahead, be friends. Because you may, like, what people don't get is that I have friends that are good friends. I have friends that are shady as hell. I have friends that lie as hell. I have friends that are very conniving. I have friends that are very good friends. I have friends that are bad friends. I mean, I have all kinds of friends. It's just that when I deal with this character, because I know how to read people, so when I deal with this character, like, I know how to deal with that person for, like, by the character, if that makes any sense, and I know how to deal with you based on your character. You know what I mean? So if I let you two be friends, it's because I know I can control both of you, kind of. You know what I'm saying? So when you two try to be friends, okay, so for a while you're going to talk about me. All right. And then what else is there going to be for y'all to have a friendship about? Because he's shady as hell. He's shady as hell too. Or he's shady as hell. And she crazy as hell. So it's not going to work. And I sit there and I watch it. And that's why I love Facebook, y'all. I be loving it. Loving it. Because when they start cussing each other out, you know. When they start unfriending each other, you know. Because isn't it funny how Facebook is turning into, like, the new Twitter, kind of? I love that. Okay? I love that. Oh, yes. The other thing I don't like is that this right here. Because I know you've seen this. Hey, girl. How you doing? Hey, girl. Like your shoes. Looking cute, huh? Oh, I like those shoes. Get it, girl. Get it. Hey. She thinks she cute, huh? Yeah, I think she thinks she too cute. Like, really, you're not that cute. Like, you're not that cute. Like, those shoes were like, so like 2 weeks ago, like at Forever 21. Like, really? She ain't cute. I don't think she cute. She don't. And then you know what? She thinks she all that. She all that. She got a big forehead. Like, I don't like that. Girl. Hey, girl. Here you are again. Get it, girl. Get it, girl. Gosh, I can't stand her. I can't with those. I can't. Like, if you're that petty and you watch my videos and you're one of my subscribers, like, please stop. Please stop. You know, I can't. That's I can't. Like, girls who can't give other girls a compliment. Like, she doesn't think she's cute. You think she's cute because you're the one who brought it up. Because you'll notice this, though, in real life. Whether it's like Naomi Campbell, Tyra Banks, Tina Crawford, Christy Brinkley, Kate Moss, this other model, Joanne something, she's black, even Giselle, like, any pretty gorgeous creature, Nicole Schwarzenegger, like Schwarz, whatever, Nicole from Pussycat Dolls, you know, Beyonce, I'm sure, Riri, I'm sure, like, any girl that you would consider uber gorgeous, right, though Kim, you know, has self-confidence issues. Like, these are girls who look at themselves in the mirror and they think they're ugly. They really don't think they're pretty. They really don't. Even Kim Kardashian, I'll put her in the mix too. You know, most pretty girls don't think they're pretty. They're like so oblivious to their own beauty and stuff. It's crazy, you know. So if a girl is pretty, tell her she's pretty. Like, it's not her fault. Like, you don't pay to be pretty. God makes you pretty. You know, you even have ugly parents. Like, mommy's ugly, daddy's ugly, and the child is amazingly beautiful. You know, most of my girls on Facebook, they gonna hate me. No, but seriously though, seriously, they know. Like, when they look at their daughters, like, they're like, dang, she pretty. No, it's like, one of my friends, I told her, I was like, yeah, I love you, but you know, she's like, way, it's crazy. And it's probably gonna happen to me too. You know, all of my girlfriends on Facebook, their daughters are beautiful, like, one after the other. It's like, they're so gorgeous, you know. So it's like, I really don't understand when people hate, like girls hate so much, like they can't pay somebody a compliment. If she's pretty, tell her she's pretty, you know. If her shoes are pretty, they're pretty. And the thing is, like, if you like her shoes, you can just ask her, oh, where did you buy your shoes, and she'll tell you where she bought her shoes. Like, you don't have to hate. I just can't. Like, it's like they can't wait for you to, like, I don't know. It's like you wear a dress. I don't like the dress. Next week you catch her on Facebook. She wearing the same dress that you bought, and she told you that dress was ugly, but you actually returned your dress. You know? Oh yes. This video's gonna be long, but it is whatever. One time I went shopping at Cachet, right? And I don't want to be mean, but it was two ladies. One of them was like fit, not as tall, but she was fit. The other one was taller, but she was fat. You know, so the lady, like the skinny lady, she tried on these dresses because she's fit. Like, her body is tight, like there's no, like, me here. She don't have rolls like I do, right? And she tried on this dress. I mean, it was sexy, but it wasn't like, you know, it wasn't like muy escandaloso, you know. It was gorgeous. Like, it was dignified sexy, you know. And her fat friend, yes, she went in there, whatever she tried on looked like a moon. I mean, it didn't even fit her. So she comes out, even the color, like, it was like this, it was like that Versace print, kind of. It was the yellow and white and black. And her friend, for her complexion, it was divine. Okay, everybody, me, the sales lady, were like, oh my gosh, this is a gorgeous thing. And it was like 60 or 75% on sale, like $50, really, right? Her ugly fat friend comes out and is like, oh, I don't like it on you. It don't suit you, girl. Turn around. I don't like the way it looks. And I was like, see, that's why I don't take my ugly friends shopping out. Not whether ugly or not. That's why I shop by myself, because I just can't deal with haters. And I was like, seriously though, you gotta know your body, and you gotta know when you are dealing with a hater right here, because that was some hateration. Everything the lady tried on, oh, I don't like it. Oh, that's ugly. Oh, on that shenanigan stuff. You know, that's why, like, when I used to work retail, I call these people the crew. And it doesn't matter how good you are at selling. If a chick comes in the store with her crew, if the crew says, you know, she's not going to buy. It's only going to waste your time. I'm like, okay. All right, see you next time. I just like, whatever, because you're not going to buy it. And that's also the ish I don't like. It's girls who can't stand up for themselves, and they let their friends tell them what to wear, who to date, how to eat, who to talk to, who not to talk to, who to beef with, who we gonna bully, who we gonna jump. Like, seriously, you are a grown woman. Like, make up your own mind. You know, and like, be comfortable with your own sexiness. Like, don't let somebody else tell you what looks good on you or not. She's not gonna marry you. She's not gonna do nothing for you but hate. Because some friends do hate. My mom has so many friends like that, you guys. It's not even funny. And you know, when you're a little kid and you know your mom has like a bad friend, but she just won't listen to you because you're young. And if you do talk about her friend, she's gonna beat you up because you can't talk about like grown folks' business and stuff. So you just like zip it. Oh my gosh. But now I'm older, so I would like confront her about it, but she still gets a little bit upset. But I still gotta let her know, like, that's not a good friend. She got a friend like that made her quit her job, whereas like her friend had gotten fired, and she's like, oh, let's call my mom Mary. Oh, Mary, you know what, why don't we start a business together? My mom was like, oh, okay, I guess we'll start a business together because you're my bestie, you know. And my mom, who was like so loved, like, you guys haven't seen my mom, she is gorgeous, right? And it's like, everybody loved her, so many perks. She quit her job to go start that so-called business with her bestie. My grandmother was like livid. May she rest in peace. I need to do a video about my grandmother. My grandmother was livid. Like, she was like losing her freaking mind. Like, I don't like this friend. She is destroying you. She's not bringing you good luck. Because my mom used to work at this really prominent bank back home. It was like real people come in there and drop their money. Like, real people. And like, so she quit her job, started the business, and later on she found that her friend had actually gotten fired. I mean, that lady was just so destructive to my mother. Like, it's not even funny. And it's like, also like, her husband was like always pressing her, like, oh, how come she's not giving you money, and how come, like, she would put all this like negative pressure on my mom. And it was like, she was older than my mom too. Like, it was just like, you know, I just can't with people like that. You know, I can't. You really have to be careful who your friends are, because some people are not your friends. They're just coming in your life to destroy you. Like Kanye is like destroying Kim Kardashian, kind of. And also, that's the ish I don't like. Whatever Kanye is doing to Kim right now, that voodoo woo, changing her clothes, changing her wardrobe, that's that kind of ish I don't like. I don't like when a dude be trying to tell me how to dress. That little queen, like, I've never met a man so involved in a woman's wardrobe. Like, there is something very fishy about that. Like, that's that ish I don't like. Okay? Because when you met me, all of this was out. Alright, so don't be trying to change me now. I am not Mary over here, okay? I am me, okay? And I'm gonna need Kim to snap back from that. I'm gonna need Chloe to confront her about that so she can snap out of that, okay? So that's what I don't like. Okay, another thing I don't like is banks charging you those crazy overdraft fees. First of all, let me start here. The first thing I don't like is how they like automatically enroll you in overdraft. Okay, like me, I have about, I think I have like 4 or 5 checking accounts. Yeah, with like my business, I have a lot of banking accounts. I have a lot of checking accounts. I have like 4 or 5 checking accounts, and I have also 4 or 5 savings accounts, because for every checking account I always open up a savings account, whatever. So, and then you have banks, like, especially if you deal with PNC or also my credit union, like, whether it's a credit card or another card, like, they all look the same. And this one day, I used my PNC card, like one of my, because there's one account I only use for specific transactions. Like there's probably not that much money in there, about like $5 in there. Okay, because I do a lot of transactions with that one, and just in case, God forbid, somebody gets a hold of it, I don't want them to be able to like do damage with that one. So I have different accounts for different things. Okay, I have one that does like all the PayPal stuff. I better that way, right? And this, like, it was like during the summer, you know how it was like hot, and during the summer, it's just weird. I was just craving like the ice cream cone from McDonald's, because they're like so good. And the little cone is like, ooh, when you get to the end with like this like little bit of ice cream at the bottom, like, oh, it's so delicious, right? And that one day I bought 2 ice cream cones and I wasn't paying attention. Like, I used a card, it looked like my debit card from PNC. Like, it was another card for like some transactions, and it was like the one that has like nothing in there. 2 ice cream cones, like $3, right, all together. And then like I went, like, if you guys see, oh, I don't have my thing, but I have this like Coach like purse. I have about like, I think I have about like 50 cards. I have like all the cards, like the credit cards, the debit cards, the checking cards, the store cards, I have so usually when I pay for stuff, I like, maybe I can show you guys so you guys can see what I'm saying. So let me show you guys like what I mean. So this right here is when I keep all my cards inside my purse. And then this is like, and I have cards inside, and I have cards out here in this back pocket. So this is, I don't know if you can see it, but that's my stack of cards. It's like this thick. So here's my foundation bottle, and look how like big it is. I have to pay for stuff, I go like this, like that, and I just look for the proper card. Like, I have so many cards, it's not even funny. So that day, like, I wasn't paying attention and I picked the wrong card, because the PNC cards, like, they all look the same, all of them. And I have 3 accounts with PNC. So, oh no, I have 4. Oh wow, I have 4 accounts with PNC. And that day I was looking, and I bought the ice cream cone twice. So every time they charged me $25, right? And then, because I wasn't like, I was moving around so much, so I didn't get my mail until like a week later. And no, like 3 days later or something. And when I got the mail from PNC, because you know when it's like an overdraft, it's like a flat, weird letter kind of. And it was like, that $3 turned into like $100, because on top of the $25 or $30 they charge for overdraft, then they charged me $7 for every day that I didn't show up at the bank to put the money in the account. And it's like crazy because like if you bank with PNC, most of the time it's like they kind of, I mean around here like they really know you, like I go to the same branch all the time. And there's a lady who works there, Sonia. She's like, hey Marlene. I'm like, hey Sonia, how you doing? So I showed her my stuff. I was like, Sonia, what's going on? Can I speak to the manager? She's like, okay, speak to her. She's like, yeah, nah, they don't want us to call people anymore. And I was like, why? Because they don't want you to know, like, you know, it's like, it was so messed up. And I was like, first of all, why am I even enrolled in this program? Because I always, like, don't want to be enrolled in overdraft. I don't, if there's nothing in there, don't let the card go through. Because I don't want to deal with this mess. Because I travel a whole lot. I'm not, like, in one place at one time. Right? And I'm like, that's just crazy. And it's the same thing with Bank of America. They charge you like $30 for going like $1 over. And I'm like, are you serious? And what kills me with Bank of America, right, is like, say you don't have money in your checking, but there's like hella money in your savings. They won't even transfer the money over to be like, oh, okay, she went over $1. We'll just take the money from the savings and pay for it. No, they charge you as if you don't even have money in your savings. And it's like, you gotta be kidding me. That's why I don't even bank with Bank of America like no more. I kept it because my card for there, like my ATM card is like a Hello Kitty card. That really is. And then I have friends that are like with Bank of America, so when we have to do transactions, like it's easier. But I don't even, like, I'm so afraid to use that card. Like, you know, Bank of America just, like, they just frighten me. But I just think, like, that's so, like, that's the issue. I'm like, seriously, you can call me and be like, you know, you're going over, like, you're going, like, you're overdrawn like crazy right now. They don't even call you. So imagine I had been, like, overseas for, like, 2 weeks. They would have added $7 every single day for the next 2 weeks, you know. It would have been, like, $3 would turn into, like, $300. But you know me, I got that resolved real quick, okay? So that's that stuff I don't like. What else I don't like? Oh my gosh. I don't know about you, but in-laws, okay? I just can't stand in-laws that don't know their place. Like, know your lane, stay in your lane. Okay, we can't, like, and the thing is, like, it's like when people just want to have a hate relationship for the sake of having a hate relationship. It's like there is no point. Like, what are you trying to do? Like, why all this negativity? Like, what is your problem? You know, I don't get it. Or maybe it's because I'm from Africa, so it's probably like some racism there. I don't even know. I don't know. I don't really care, but I just can't deal with people who just want to hate their in-laws, like, for no reason. Like, if you're in-law, know your place, whatever. Next, what else I don't like? Oh my gosh, people, especially black girls, right, because that's what I see the most, who have that, like, the contour, like, the not contour, the highlight underneath the eyes, and it's like, it looks like you were sniffing crack, especially with this Ben Nye banana powder taking over YouTube. It's like, it's just crazy. Like, stop looking, like, walking around here like you are, like, sniffing crack. Like, you know, got all the white stuff over you. Like, seriously, I'm gonna need for you to get a brush and blend. Okay, please blend. Like, people, I don't even know, it's that's a sad thing about YouTube. For as much as you learn good things, there are also, like, people who do crazy makeup, and all of a sudden, like, it takes over and it has, like, a life of its own. And it's like, oh my gosh, where are you going looking like this? Okay, because first of all, I love RuPaul. I've said this before. If I could be a drag baby, I would be his drag sister. It's that serious, okay? But the thing is, like, drag, like, people who do drag queens are usually they're men, and they don't have the kind of symmetry and the kind of definition that women have in their face. So they need to enhance that. So that's why they sculpt their faces as much. And then you do drag at night in nightclubs that are very poorly lit. You know, so people can't see very well, so they need to make the makeup overly dramatic so that if somebody is sitting all the way in the back at the bar, they can kind of see what the person looks like. And another thing is, drag comes from theater, because way back then, if you look at Shakespeare and stuff like that, women were not allowed to be in plays. Every time there was a woman's role, it was being played by a man. So, you know, you had to, like, you know, exaggerate certain features to make a man look like a woman. okay, a little softer in the face and things like that. So that's where all this crazy makeup comes from, okay? It's about a man trying to look like a woman. But I don't understand why you want to look crazy. Like, you have pounds of like the setting powder, especially that Ben 9 banana powder, like all underneath your lid. And the thing is, you're dark skin, so all of this, like your forehead, your chin, your cheeks, your neck, your bust are like dark as hell, okay? And then she got this white crack like all underneath her eyes. Like, you look crazy. You look crazy. And the sad thing is, some people actually go out like that in plain daylight. Why? Why? Please tell me why. Okay, and I'm sure that banana powder, I never tried it, but I'm sure it's pretty thick, because every time I go on the website to try to see if I'm going to order some, I see like clowns and stuff like that. So it's like, it looks to me like it's some pretty thick stuff, and I'm sure you probably have to blend it with something else to make it like, you know, whatever. But I'm also sure that it's something that you only use for going out at night. But it is just, it's crazy. And for people who do tutorials on how to use the Ben 9 banana powder, please do proper tutorials and teach these girls how to do it right. Because you have a bunch of tweens walking out here looking like zombies and people who snort cocaine. Like, it is not right. I don't want to be rude, but it is just crazy. You look hella silly. You look very, very silly. Because when you have too much powder too, sometimes what happens is, like, because it's so caked, like, it will like crease, you know, and it's actually going to make you look older. Do you really want to look older? Even Joan Rivers does not even look that old. Like, she has no wrinkles, and you're going to be 20 walking around with all this cake. It's going to wrinkle, and now you're going to look older than Joan Rivers? No, something just ain't right with that. No, I really can't. I really can't. Just like another thing I don't like also is the halo with the eyebrows. Like, girls have the halo, like all this concealer, and it's like, you even have guys who put concealer around their, you know, when their shape ups, like how they do your edges like really, really tight. You have guys who put concealer around their shape up. Like, people need to stop that. Like, you really need to be sent to prison for this mess. Like, seriously, seriously. Like, that's another thing I really, really don't like. I don't want to be rude, but seriously, it's not cute. You know? Oh my gosh, yes. Another thing I don't like, right? When somebody looks a fool, or just looks crazy, like I said, right? Or just is doing something very stupid, right? And you tell them like, oh, I don't think you should be doing this, or I don't think this looks right on you, or, you know, oh my gosh, like, she's such a hater. You hating so much. Why you hate, always hating? Like, what? Hate on who? Or what? What is there to hate on? It's like, stop it. Stop it. Like, seriously, sometimes you gotta be a little humble and listen to what somebody is saying to you. Because, like, I see a lot of people talk about, oh, you're giving unsolicited advice. Well, not all advice should be solicited. I am sorry. If I'm minding my business and I see somebody about to jump off a damn bridge, do I say, oh, well, let me mind my business? Or do I say to the person, well, what's the problem? Why you want to jump? Is it really worth taking your life? I mean, seriously, trust me, it will go away. It's not that serious. So sometimes you do have to give unsolicited advice, you know? But I'm just saying, I think when people give you advice, you should actually listen to what they're saying, weigh it off before you start saying, oh my gosh, you're such a hater. Oh my gosh, you're such a hater. And I'm like, please, please, please. You always borrow money from me, so shut up. What? No, it's not working out like it. No. I can't with that. Oh my god, you're such a hater. What is there to hate? What do you have that I don't have? Or what is it that you can buy that I can't buy for myself? Or if I can't, I'm sure I can get my dad to buy it for me. So what is it really? Nothing. Okay, so let's keep it moving. Okay? So that is just like, I just can't with that statement. Alright, what's the other one I don't like?